Using a 19mm socket, let's go ahead and remove our lug nuts. Remove the wheel and set it aside. We're going to use a 12mm socket to remove this bolt right here, holding our brake flex line to the knuckle. Spin that bolt out. Just going to put that bolt back into the knuckle for now. Use a 10mm socket and extension. We're going to go ahead and zip this bolt out right here. This is holding our ABS line. We're just going to separate that from our strut. We're just going to put that bolt back in place. So just thread this bolt in here just to hold it in place for us. On the top here, we're going to go ahead and just pop our ABS line out of this bracket here. Just work that little rubber mount off. That's going to give us some flexibility of this line. We're going to use a 19mm socket. Go ahead and remove our nut on our tie rod. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a hammer. We're going to strike the knuckle here to go ahead and release our tie rod. Set that aside. With the tie rod disconnected, we can now rotate our wheel. And right here on our axle nut, it's been dimpled here into that recess for the axle nut. I want to go ahead and use a punch. We're going to put it right in here. We're going to open up that spot. This dimple is put there to use as a lock so that the nut doesn't loosen up. So we're just opening that up. Let's now go ahead and remove our axle nut. Using a 36mm socket, remove your axle nut. At this point here, I want to go ahead and make sure that our axle nut is loose and it is free. That's good. Let's go ahead and remove our upper clevis fork bolt using our 14mm socket. Using our 17mm socket and our wrench, let's go ahead and loosen and remove the nut on our clevis fork bolt. Let's go ahead and remove this bolt here. Now we have our lower clevis fork loose and resting in position on top of our CV axle. On our upper knuckle or control arm ball joint, I want to go ahead and use a pair of pliers. I'm going to remove this upper cotter pin. So I'm going to bend the tabs out here. I want to go ahead and see if we can grab the top here. Using a 17mm socket, I want to go ahead and remove our upper nut here. All right, now that we're able to get that nut off, we're just going to thread it on just a couple threads. At this point here, we want to go ahead and strike our knuckle We want to go ahead and separate the upper ball joint from the knuckle. Remove that nut and release that. All right, at this point here, we can go ahead and we can work our knuckle. We're going to push our CV axle through. It's going to give us a little bit more flexibility here. Let's turn this. And go ahead and manipulate our strut. Let's go ahead and pop out our clevis fork here. Set that aside. Let's continue working our axle out of the hub area here. Let's go ahead and use a strap. I'm going to put it around our upper control arm. I want to go ahead and support our knuckle. Now our CV axle is binding up a little bit on the inside of our bearing area, so we're going to go ahead and use a punch in the middle, and we're just going to tap that in. Try and work that axle out from the back side. At this point here, we're going to release our strap here. We can go ahead and start flexing our knuckle around and work that axle out of the back side of the hub bearing here. Set that. I'm actually going to bring our knuckle back, put our strap onto that knuckle so that holds everything in place here. Now we want to go ahead and access the inboard part of our CV axle. In order to get access to that, I want to go ahead and pop these plastic pins out from this splash shield here and use your trim tool. Go ahead and pop our buttons out. You only have to remove the ones that you need to. Go ahead and pull this down to get access to the axle. We don't have to remove the entire splash shield. We'll go ahead and get one more here. So we're going to pull down our splash shield and we're going to put a pry bar up inside here. We're going to get between the axle and the transmission, and we're just going to gently pry that out. You might take a couple tries here to get your pry bar at the right angle. And there we go. It has now been released. The lock ring or lock clip has been released from the transmission. Let's go ahead and pull the axle out from the side. I can grab the axle. Go ahead and slide this out. Remove it from the vehicle. You want to go ahead and take your axle. Going to feed that into our transmission. And try and get this end of the axle lined up like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use our rubber mallet and we're going to strike the end here, and that's going to drive our axle into the transmission into its locked position. Now our axle popped in. You'll be able to reach around the back side, feel that there is minimal amount of space between the axle and transmission. It's seated in. Now we can go ahead and install our axle shaft here into our wheel hub. So we went ahead and applied a little bit of grease to the splines on our axle. We can go ahead and bend this. Don't forget to pop the knuckle off of the strap here that we're using to support it. Feed that up and through. I'm going to go ahead and work that axle so that it comes through the splines on the wheel hub. So we have our axle come through. Let's go ahead and get our axle nut threaded on. Tighten down your axle nut. Let's go ahead and bring our ball joint down. Get and snug down that nut. Let's go ahead and torque this down to 35 foot-pounds. Go ahead and get our cotter pin in. Now that we have our cotter pin in, I'm going to go ahead and bend over the lower portion of this here. And we'll cut off the excess. So now we want to go ahead and get our clevis fork lined up with our lower control arm. Let's go ahead and tap our bolt through and put our nut on the other side. All right, let's go ahead and snug that down. Let's torque our lower clevis nut here to 47 foot-pounds. I'm going to go ahead and install our clevis fork bolt onto our strut. I want to make sure that our strut is pressed up all the way. Go ahead and install that bolt. Get that started a few threads. I'm going to go ahead and snug that down. I'm going to torque our upper bolt to 36 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and install our outer tie rod. Get that nut put on there. I'm going to go ahead and get that snug down. Let's go ahead and torque our outer tie rod nut to 40 foot-pounds. I'm going to go ahead and install your ABS bracket. Go ahead and get the little 10mm bolt started here. Get that threaded in. And the harness up top. I want to go ahead and simply line that up and push that into the bracket up top. Let's go ahead and snug down this 10mm bolt. Let's go ahead and install our brake flex hose bracket. Let's go ahead and snug that down. Let's go ahead and install our push pins. Let's install 2 lug nuts. I'm going to use our pry bar between these 2 protected studs. I'm going to go ahead and torque down our axle nut to 242 foot-pounds. Now we're going to go ahead and use a punch, and we're going to dimple the axle nut. This is going to work as a lock to keep this nut from loosening. Let's go ahead and install your wheel. So we're going to get our lug nuts all started by hand. Once these are on, we'll go ahead and snug them down. Go ahead and torque our lug nuts down to 80 foot-pounds.